going to be a good one.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
Are we live? Hey, we're live.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Flash and Blade watch along for Father's Day. The Christopher Eccleston thing. I need to move my microphone closer because I am never loud enough. I can always be just one louder. This is Eddie. This is Brian. That's the international sign language for an Eddie or a Brian. Yes, now, before we start doing this, we need to talk to you about Sunday's Flash and Blade podcast. I think it might be a good one. We have Andy Lane, the writer, coming on. Not just to be interviewed, but he's an expert on Fu Manchu, Sherlock Holmes, and he knows his Lovecraft. This has all just fallen into place bizarrely. It's just sheer coincidence. So we're going to look at Talons. And I've actually asked a friend to come on as well, another friend to come on, Dominic Martin, he's an absolute sweetheart. I love him to bits. And that's a cat. Hi, Neddy. Oh, dear.
That's a tail.
Yep, that was a tail. And I've asked him on because he's black. I want a genuine reaction to this. I want to hear what it's like. So we've got that. We're also doing a Lovecraft story, and until last night I listened to it, I had no idea Lovecraft was a racist bastard.
Neither did I.
I did. I have to admit, I had.
So we have the juxtaposition of how race is treated in 1977 and how race is treated in 2020. And then we've got the mid-period, because we're also looking at Life on Mars, the first episode. Now, whilst they basically did certain stuff, they also called it out. The question is, I wonder if they feel that they could actually get away with doing it to call it out nowadays. Have things changed in, 10, 15 years? It'll be interesting to see. But it's going to be a fascinating show. It's possibly going to be a little bit long as well, word of warning. However, that's not what we're here for tonight. Here we go, Father's Day. Oh, Lord, that's bright. Okay. Right, we are on the iPlayer, I think, aren't we?
Yes.
We are indeed.
Good.
I have entered my TARDIS.
Bless you, we're still on the actual title screen.
Yep.
I'm looking
right
at
there.
a thing with wings.
Yeah, a Reaper. There's a picture of a Reaper. Or is it a Reaver?
Reaver,
It has
I
a
think.
mouth in its chest.
Which, is nice, if you like that sort of thing.
It's a
If we're
beastie.
talking Cthulhu, I mean,
It's a wee beastie, you're quite right.
It's a wee beastie.
I
It's a wee
don't
beastie.
think it looks particularly timorous, though.
No.
I'm going to be honest. So what we're going to do is, as usual, 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, we hit the play button. You ready, boys?
Sure.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I don't have to listen to the music. Oh, that's lovely. You're probably wondering why I'm saying that, because the same theme is used throughout this particular story, and it just reminds me of One Day My Prince Will Come from Snow White.
It does sound familiar.
It does. It's just, This is a lovely story, but it's...
This is, but it's sad. Rose has also been planning this since, episode 2.
Has she?
Oh, yeah. When she asked, you can go back to any point in time?
It did strike me when she said that as well. There she is. She's asking. But the thing is, he plays with fire. He really does. Bad enough taking her back the first time, but taking her back the second time? The very fact that there'd be 2 lots of them in the same place should be, Blinovich
doesn't
would
even
be
question
spinning in
it.
his
Yeah,
neutron
we'll do it.
star. He's trying to show off. He's still
Yeah.
trying to show off.
Yeah, he's still trying to impress her. Ooh, look at me. I'm a Time Lord.
Yeah,
I can go back to any point you want.
which to a certain extent, because next week we're starting off with the empty child, and of course Jack. So again,
Creepiest kid
that
in the
informs his reaction to Jack, because Jack's stepping on his
But he-
territory. So
Toes, yeah. But even with that, he thinks he's the last of the Time Lords, so maybe it's like the laws don't apply to me anymore. I can do what I want.
Didn't that happen with Waters of Mars?
it did happen in Wars of
It
Mars.
did. The Time Lord victorious.
Yeah. Oh, Time Lord Victorious. Another way of basically bankrupting your fan base.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be shown out a lot.
It's going to cost you a lot
No,
of money
you've
to
got
collect
Transformers to
everything.
buy. You've got a planet to buy. No, you've.
He's buying a planet now.
Yes.
How come? I own
It's a
Tatooine.
transformer that turns into a planet.
Oh no, I own Tatooine. There was I think I did a job for somebody, and turns out that the money they gave me was actually Jabba's money, and so I ended up owning the planet. Oops. Yes, my cats are doing strange things.
That's okay. My dog has
They are indeed. They're swarming.
decided I must now attention him.
Ah,
I've been at work all day.
bless. Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? Don't Leave Me This Way. That's a good song. The Communards version I really like. I like the Communards. Piano
So do
player
I.
of that ended up
I like-
ended up becoming a vicar.
Richard Cole.
It's quite funny. It's I'd say he was quite funny on Twitter, but he lost his husband of late, and
Yeah.
Bad
last
Wolf.
year, wasn't it?
he actually did share a little bit on Twitter how he was feeling, and my heart just
Yeah.
broke for him. Yeah, unfortunately, she got the third term, but she
Socialist
didn't
worker,
see it through. Ah, Brian, you got the alcohol with you?
No, but I do have the tears of my players.
That'll do. Okay, every time we see a Vauxhall Chevette / Cavalier, you have to drink. I'd keep it open for a little bit.
Yeah.
There it is. It's.
Is there
ooh,
plenty?
I think it's a Chevette. It could be a Cavalier. Have a drink, Bright. The trouble is, they looked identical except for the lights. The Cavalier had sort of lights on the front. The Chevettes were inset.
This
dear.
is pretty cool. That. Go and say goodbye to your father. That you,
They are. I was going to say they're treading on eggshells. They're stomping on butterflies. Oh, you fool. You
Oh.
absolute fool. You should know better.
oh,
Get ready to drink, Bri. Tears of your players. Git.
Tastes like Siobhan.
You've no idea what I taste like.
Salty, bitter.
Oh, drink,
Oh, dear.
drink, Brian, drink.
Uh-oh.
It's a Cavalier. I'm sure it's a Cavalier. Oh dear.
Oh.
No, you
So they
fucked
don't
up
exist.
big time, girl. You'd think it would be time traveller basics, wouldn't you? Right, if you're going to come with me, There are a few rules. Instead of showing off all the time. Oh, that's interesting. Rose is illegitimate. Nowadays, that doesn't matter. Didn't matter back then. That's one of these stigmas that's thankfully been got rid of. Oh, it's a
he's
look.
furious.
It's a look. And it's Torchwood.
Boy.
And that's Mosh.
So this is a fixed point in time. This shouldn't have been allowed to happen. So
I don't
she
know.
should-
Hello,
should never have
Radox.
taken her back.
You do doing of lurking love. We're watching Doctor Who. Because we can. He is a bit of a dreamer, isn't he?
Because we can, or to quote, what's her face? Because we want to.
Why am I looking at you this way when the camera's over there? Don't make me show you the eye!
Oh no, not the eye.
No, not the eye.
The evil eye given to me by Robot Chicken. I've got a bit of an eye problem. And it's strange. It's only started happening since I started going back out again.
Oh, that look.
She knows she's in trouble, but this is the... I don't care. Screw you.
I've got what I want. So shit. We said last week, there's an element of selfishness.
You
in
can,
it.
you can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
she's just got... She can sense the uncomfortableness.
Oops.
Yeah, there we go. Was it
Yeah,
not?
putting two and two together.
It was. You totally
We
played. it.
played. Yeah. No, a lot of people like that.
Yeah. I mean, they played up her selfishness in the second series. And her jealousy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, she wasn't a particularly nice character when you look at her.
When you look back.
No.
It's like
yeah,
when you
revisit
look back at it, yeah. And that's credit to the writing and to how Billy played her. Quite frankly. Excuse me.
You
Yeah,
should
I've
see
watched
her
it
in
all.
Penny Dreadful.
Oh, yeah, very
Yeah.
good. She plays the bride of Frankenstein, doesn't she? That's kind of. But so much.
Well, that spoiled that
more
for
to
me,
it.
thank you.
No, really, it didn't.
Yeah, I'd started watching Penny Dreadful, but we hadn't got up to the bride bit.
There is so
Oh.
much more to it. Don't worry.
Okay. Stop. I'm now thinking of Farmageddon's Five Doctors.
She's also an
video.
alien.
Whooshing. There's whooshing, apparently, and
And she
screeching.
still plays the hooker.
Yes, I say I've seen some of it.
And she's not of this earth.
More screeching. Oh dear. Now the question is, if they're removed from time, their timelines
Surely
aren't
we would have seen-
removed. It's a linear thing.
Surely with all the meddling in time, the meddling monk, the master, the Rani, we would have saw these creatures before.
Well, apparently the Time Lords used to take care of it. It's a throwaway line, he says. But now the Time Lords are gone. So it's another quick thing, like when they swap universes. You know, they go in the next year where they go to Pete's world. And again,
Yeah.
back when the Time Lords were around, it was easy to swap
Spoilers!
universes.
Spoilers! Pete's World? What do you mean Pete's World?
Well, wouldn't you call this Pete's world? He's alive.
Ah, okay.
Wait, what?
I was going to get a takeaway. I've decided not to.
at the McDonald's. I regret it now, but I didn't at the time.
Politically, we don't use McDonald's unless
had
I have
sushi today.
literally no other
It was
choice, and I
delicious.
won't eat dead fish or pineapple. Raw dead fish. I don't mind fish fingers, and we're not sure quite what's in them, but tinkling.
Fish parts.
Oh, fish fingers. Thanks, fingers, chips, and beans.
Fish fingers are the
Fried
hot
eggs
dogs of
as
the
well.
fish world.
So I'm thinking this is the bit they took when in Farmageddon's Five Doctors, the TARDIS lands on Sarah and the doors fall off, and there's Eccleston. It's a shame not all
dear.
of those are up anymore. It really is. Oops! Someone's removed
Oh,
the time
dear.
vector generator.
Uh-oh.
Nicey's thirst faltered about her. Which means I don't think he'd have left her. He'd have probably gone into the box to sulk. Watson, come here. I need you. Sorry, I got ahead of the game there. There's a nice article about Big Finish in The Guardian today, written by Stephen O'Brien.
Yep.
I know, little Stevie.
Did you post that? Did you post a link to it? Because it came up on my Facebook account this
Might
morning.
have done. I genuinely don't know. That involves the memory.
Yeah. Memory's overrated.
Oh, God, she's already wrecked the timeline a second time now by showing him a mobile.
Mobile phone.
I went to school with a chap called Ian Watson. Ah, drink, Brian.
Uh-oh. Goddamn Cavalier.
Oops.
Status. It is cloaked.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Now that's a mobile phone.
Yep. Not quite the brick it used to be. That's an intermediate stage, like a pupae.
Did they have the... Well,
They used to be
87, suppose
bricks
so.
because they had a battery as well,
Yeah.
and
And the battery
You
was like
watch
a
the
bag
original
over your
Lethal
shoulder.
Weapon movie, they have one of those.
a roller. Pete
No,
managed
well,
to
the
smash
brick-
it.
well,
I'm
the
sorry, I was
brick-
looking at that. I was saying a Rolls Royce, a roller. Oh dear, it's the 80s.
Oh, meringues. Could go a cake.
Seriously?
Oh, I love meringues.
I
Never
knew I
used
should
to
have
when
used
I was young, I
Velcro.
didn't like the texture.
Oh, how could they do that to Camille? And is it MGMGB? Drake, Brian.
You really should. If they bring the prisoner back, Siobhan, you should audition for a number 2. To be number 2, one of the number 2s. Drink,
Why?
Brian.
Oh, sorry.
Why did you resign? Drink.
Drink!
I am determined to do things to his liver. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I just couldn't do what she's doing. I really couldn't. Don't touch the baby!
You create a paradox.
Blinovich limitation effect. Or Blinny Vichy Soirs or something, aren't they? Peach. Oh dear. Betamax tapes. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Tonic water. Now, the tonic water thing might actually take off.
Yeah. It's amazing, eh? It's seeing what, the uncoloured version of your personal history.
Mm. I mean, there's certain things I'd like to be a fly on the wall for, I must profess. It would straighten out a few questions. Oh no, where's Tom Baker? Tom likes playing on swings. We've gone into Torchwood mode again.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Whooshing. There's whooshing.
There's whooshing.
Oh.
Lots and lots
I
of
love the
whoosh.
fact that's Mickey.
Oh,
Oh,
never
yeah.
realised that.
With his gran.
Yeah. Is it his gran or his mum? I know he was with his gran, but is that his mum? Considering how far... well, apparently it's too late to know now.
It might have been his mum.
Like I say, I initially I really enjoyed this, but over time it's got a bit... The sentiment is just too much for me now. It's too sickly. A one-off, it was okay, but going back and rewatching it, it doesn't bear the rewatch, is what I say, in that respect, anyway, for me.
It just my recollection of Rose is just totally tainted now. We're watching this back. Oh,
You see the little smile?
yeah.
I won.
I knew he'd come back.
Yep. Roaring.
Oh,
Oh,
Gasping. And I'm guessing that was screaming, that they didn't subtitle that bit. Oh my God, what is it? I don't know, love.
Inside.
Oh, hang on, I'm getting confuzzled. There we go. Oh dear.
oh dear.
Now that's interesting. That effect lived up at close range. And it is close range. A high def monitor right in my face.
No,
You know, there wasn't little bits of the man sticking out or anything else like that. It was really done properly.
yeah.
Screeching continues.
Yeah.
Hey
Let's
Rose,
see if it
I
illustrates
wonder
force.
why all this is happening.
Yeah. So the older a building is, the stronger it is. So that's why they're safe in the church for now.
Jackie. I might have known you'd ask. Jackie Taylor. Do as I say. Eep. I think in real life that wouldn't have been yes, sir. That would have been something else. She'd have done it, but she'd have said something else.
Yeah. But then again, she's a younger Jackie, so
And this show is for children.
I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. The police can't help you now. No one can. Be a very different episode if you read it like that. Actually, it might-
no. Of course, it's no. Oh, but potentially it is.
Yep.
and Pete's overheard. And he's not a stupid man.
No. Oh dear. And there's innocence. Oh,
Oh,
that's pretty dark.
Today in lockdown,
Welcome to 2020. Well, it's still early August, so things flying around and eating people.
Drink.
Oh,
There's the
Jesus.
car.
You should know better than to agree to these things. Quite frankly. Screeching.
That's a good effect.
I was
That's
thinking
creepy.
that myself. There's something about churches. There's a sense of peace in them, of stillness. Preferably the older the church, the better. But there just is.
I'm Roman Catholic. I just get guilt and fear from churches,
Oh, that's true.
or chapels even.
Yeah. No, I wasn't thinking about the
The
religious thing. I was just thinking, go into a church
No,
and
the
there's
building. Yeah.
stillness and peace. It's just...
It's the difference between a kind of modern church and the old church. That old church has got that something special. Yeah.
Ghosts. Oh dear.
He's not daft, is he?
No.
Oh, he's putting it together.
Yep. And quickly.
And straight into the railway, children. Actually, no, I preempted that a little bit. It's just before he goes out. Oh no, my daddy. There we go. The railway children. This is a lovely little moment. I like this. Oh.
Well, when a man loves a woman,
That sentence could have ended differently. I love this little bit.
lovely. That's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
The doctor's just an old romantic.
Yeah, it's nice to see that side of him still exists.
Yep.
She's not useless, she's just a
Yep.
selfish cow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, how else do you expect her to get there? Seriously. Perhaps an aging ray. Except the baby wouldn't be there. It's got to be time travel, Pete! It's got to be time travel, god damn it!
Lot for the poor man to take in.
Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, oops. This will be awkward.
This is an awkward conversation now.
Keep going.
Have I decayed and am I a rotting skeleton in the ground?
Mickey. Straight to Rose. I just didn't recognise him in a suit. Which makes me wonder if the decision he makes at the end of this is done out of heroism or fear of getting a mouthful from Jackie once Rose is gone. It's more screeching, look.
What's one way to try and resolve it?
Worth a try.
She's like,
No. Blinovich! I cry Blinovich! At the moment, love, no. No, you can't.
No, absolutely not.
Now, he's very clear about that. Don't touch the baby.
oh, he is really pissed at her.
Quite rightly so, and I don't know why he's apologising. She should be apologising to him.
I think he's partly at fault as well. Showing off.
Oh, he's showing off.
He should not have taken her. He should have said no.
He should have
Look
looked
at
her.
Adric.
Oh,
I know you need to zoom
whoa.
out to see all of him, but
Too soon. Too soon. No, it's only a few
the
weeks
Fifth
ago.
Doctor wouldn't go
Whoa,
back, you know.
Whoa!
We haven't done Earthshock yet. We're going to have to at some stage. There you go. Time Lords.
So there's no time police anymore.
Time Cops in color.
If she'd realised she didn't care, didn't want to realise, she was just thinking, or not thinking.
Possibly lesson learned.
I don't know if she is.
Except, unfortunately, it isn't. Because being a Tyler, she's got to do something. Tyler's keys never glowed beautiful. That's all I'm saying. Green, the colour for his jumper this week is green, you know. Yep, and everyone's
The
just
fella
going to
from
look
last
at
week
if you
was-
say so.
The fella from last week was thrown into Tyre just for being selfish. Hasn't Rose been incredibly selfish in putting an entire existence at risk?
Adam wasn't blonde.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was pretty.
That's true. Oh, a bit pretty.
A bit
A
pretty.
bit pretty. Let's be honest here. Oh, why did you have to write so many outside
Those
scenes?
effects still hold up.
They do. He's still trying. He's sussed something's up, and he's trying to find out.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got confused
1987.
earlier when I said she was illegitimate. She's not. It's not their wedding. Of course, it isn't their wedding. Got it into my head. It was
No.
Pete and Jackie's wedding.
Uh-huh.
He gets her name wrong.
Amazing good luck.
Yes, I am.
He's fishing. He's
Yeah.
fishing.
He's playing it well as well.
Yeah.
If you look at his face, you can see the various thoughts flickering across him.
Yeah.
This is nicely played. And you're lying through your teeth, Rose Tyler.
Yeah. Not for the first time.
Yeah, you're painting too rosy a picture there, sweetie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He's
'Cause
not going to buy
He
this. 'cause
knows it's not him.
No, he knows it's the imaginary him. What
yeah.
she's built up in her head.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Warp. Again, that's nice.
I love this effect.
That's so the key is recreating the TARDIS, or
It's basically it's a link point, which will enable the inner dimensions to sync up with the external dimensions, and they'll be able to get in. Drink.
Damn car.
Thrumming.
At least it's not a powder blue one. My folks used to own a powder blue Chevette.
I'm sure that's
I
a
hate it.
Cavalier. My stepfather had a green one, a Chevette.
I learned to drive in it.
He had a Vauxhall Viva Fiorelli, a Chevette, then he had an Astra, one of the first Astras. It was like driving a tank.
it was a Viva my dad had. It was a Vauxhall Viva.
There you go, he sussed it. Oh no, I think your daughter helped out there.
Yeah.
You hear that, cats and dog? Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. Yep. Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's all fallen to bits. George Foreman.
No, don't do it! Don't do it!
No.
You were told. They all scream.
To be fair, that wasn't Rose's fault. Dad handed the baby to her.
She should have backed off straight away when she saw it handed to him. I got no sympathy for the girl. Yeah, unfortunately, love, that means your lunch. Again, good effect. Really well done.
I forgot all about that.
Who can save them now?
Damn. Now they're really fucked. And there goes the TARDIS.
Yep.
Ouch.
It is but a Yale key again. He's cold. Interesting. That's what the subtitle said. Yeah, Rose, you killed him.
The last of the Templars.
Now it's really
Yes.
sinking home. Screeching resumes. Trouble is, if they do this on Earth, and this timeline we're allowed to stand, and they sterilise the wound, unfortunately, Earth's history is a fixed point in time all the way through. Drink, Brian!
Here comes the Chevette.
Here it comes again.
And oh, there it is, look!
What is the beverage tonight, Brian?
Looks like Long Island iced tea
It's
again.
actually real iced tea.
Oh, so it's alcoholic then.
No, it's regular. It's
The
regular. It's just flavored with the tears of my players.
Wimp.
I just got home.
Oh, you're in the office today. I didn't realise. Sorry, love.
I didn't have enough time to make one up.
To hit the still
Yeah.
and get a Hawkeye martini.
Get the gin mill going.
At least this is a suitably dark episode, Sherman, for your current
Mhm.
condition.
Ish. Like I say, they could just get away from the outside shots where it's bright. That would be good. Ah, dear. In case you're wondering, guys, I got a bad eye. You may be able to see it, actually. And it's a bit
No,
photosensitive.
you're fine.
You just look like Cyclops or Cable. One eye glowing red.
I still say robot chicken.
Now you need the metal around it.
What
You need to
do
do
you
the
think
whole
these
7
are? Chopped liver?
You need to do the 7 and 9 thing.
You're my daddy.
Jackie's hardly aged a day.
Strange that. That is. This is a brave man.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Rose Tyler, you caused all this heartbreak.
This is all your fault.
All this
Rose.
tragedy. Well, I'm the doctor.
I can't wait for what we say about Clara. I mean, we're raking Rose over the coals. What are we going to say about
Which
Clara?
one?
Oh, good one. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
All grown up?
Rose is still a child. She's got some grown up to do.
Yeah, oh, very much so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's only
And the
19.
doctor should have known better.
Yeah, frankly.
What age is the doctor at this point? 946? Something like that.
Something like that.
Not only a brave man, a clever one. He's figured it out. He knows how the paradox can be repaired.
Yeah.
Screeching.
Oh,
Oh,
if he gets the opportunity.
There's no point you drinking,
for it.
Brian. It's not alcoholic.
I know.
Tyres screech. I
Oh.
swear that's John Barrowman in the car. Bless him, he did it. That's nicely done. The doctor just walking in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, it's not Barrowman after all. But the driver has suddenly mysteriously vanished.
Well, he's been appearing and reappearing all the episode.
It's like watching Sue Ellen and Dallas, the bottom lip trembling all the time. He's got the
Yeah,
deed.
but as long as Pete doesn't come out of the shower, we should be all fine.
You see, it's now no longer manslaughter. It's more a case of the guy didn't have a chance because Pete ran out right in front of him.
Now it's more of a case of suicide
Yes.
by car.
Ooh, look at those hairstyles on the wall.
There you go.
So she doesn't actually remember Rose. She doesn't remember any of those events. Or does she? Do I or do I not get pizza?
God, that kid has the biggest eyes. They're like gigantic.
Touchy subject, love.
What? Well,
Nice.
you'll get a replacement.
Face facts, at the moment, the only one here with 20/20 vision is Eddie.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm blind in one. You're
I'm almost blind in the other.
you're almost
I'm
sideways.
partially sighted in my left. I've got a scarred retina on my left.
Okay, in the land of the blind, we're sorted.
Yes.
You all have one eye.
Yeah. And there we go. Okay.
Right,
That's
spoilers.
a bit spoilers.
Stop.
Yeah. Oh, dear me. How do I... Oh, like that, probably. There we go. I don't want to turn that off there for the moment. Anyway, that was the thing we did for this.
That was a frustrating watch rather than an enjoyable one.
Why is this?
It's because, again, I liked Rose as a character. I really liked the Ninth Doctor. But during this, he was an idiot and she was selfish. It's just...
Yeah, pretty much.
Was she selfish or was she human?
Look at it this way, right? If we were in a similar position and we had the ability to go back in time and potentially save somebody, that temptation would be very, very hard to fight. It would be very hard to fight.
Yeah.
You see,
So that's why the Doctor's an idiot, because the Doctor should never have put that temptation on.
I don't think like that. There's nobody I'd go back in time and save. I mean, there are people who I miss dreadfully, but I'd know better. Plus, the whole branching time theory, there's a chance that the future you come back to, nothing will have changed, but there'll be a different future where they're alive. So,
do you know what? You're somebody that's been brought up and educated on Doctor Who and the whole time travel and paradoxes. That's.
I spent
I don't know,
15
but
years
that
role-playing a Time Lord. I had to.
Role playing, is there something you're not telling us, Siobhan?
Are you in another game?
No, this was a while ago. This is the Staggering Stories lot.
It all comes out.
Yeah.
And if you buy the Sounds of Thunder annual,
you're not the first, Brian. You're not the first.
Oh.
if you buy the Sounds of Thunder annual 2019, still available for soundsofthunder.co.uk, you'll have a short story taken, well, actually not taken from that role-playing, but using the characters from that role-playing game. Just
thoroughly endorsed.
Changed up a little bit. Yes, called The Haunting. It's very good. I didn't write it. I don't write. I tell other people to write. It's funny. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a bit too sickly sweet to me, though I've got to admit, even though I was having to watch it with just the subtitles on, perhaps it maybe isn't too sickly sweet for me.
No, it's quite dark.
I think it's more tragedy than sickly sweet.
It's the whole, oh, you're my daddy bit that just annoys me, but
yeah,
I have trouble with human
but
emotions.
with the next episode, it does drive home a very good point.
Dr.
There isn't a
Shonoff.
little boy in the world that wouldn't tear everything apart for his mummy.
Oh, look at that. He quoted.
Oh, nicely done.
He quoted.
Nicely done.
You know why he quoted, don't you?
Because this one's seriously ever living hell.
I haven't decided what we're doing for next Sunday's Flashing Blade yet. It depends on Saturday evening, to be honest with you.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so Saturday evening, we've got the role-playing game. That's 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Sunday is the Flash and Blade podcast with special guests Andy Lane, who's a fairly well-known writer, and Dominic Martin, who isn't, but he's one hell of a cosplayer, and he's a lovely guy. And we'll be looking at Tales of Weng Chiang, the Lovecraft Invasion, and the first episode of Life on Mars. It should, I hope, be a very interesting show. It's the way things have just fallen together just by complete accident. It's all come together and it's just, we can do this. It's all there. So let's do it. So that's it. Yeah. And then next week, obviously, we're back here Wednesday night for The Empty Child, which had me punching the sky on first watch. I was blown away by that. Say goodbye to the stream, boys.
Goodbye to the stream,
Bye
boys.
to the stream, boys.
Long night ahead.